Woke up quick at about noon, and then I went back to sleep because I thought I'd be up all night tracking this storm. How are you wonderful people doing today? I'm Star-Lord New Thor 7, your planetary defense commander. I've been talking about this storm for about 2 weeks, and now we're less than semi-24 hours from impact. And this thing, as far as story-wise, does not disappoint. Whereas got the remnants of Bud coming in from the southwest. We have our northwest Pacific storm wreaking havoc over the Great Lakes. And then we also have our third, the main event in the tropics. And whereas like 2 days ago, the National Weather Service and the Hurricane Society, if that is even a thing, said that this dropped to 0% chance of developing. And then it raised to 10% chance of developing. And now, as Brooks Garner just pointed out an hour ago, the National Hurricane House, or whatever it's called, National Hurricane Committee, just boosted the development to 20%. So it's kind of like if you're playing Russian roulette and you got a revolver with 5 chambers, you can look at it like there's only one bullet in the gun. So when it spins tonight, when you go to bed, right now they're saying there's only a 20% chance you're going to wake up in the tropics, Gulf of Mexico, you're going to have a hurricane in it. Which I've been talking about. That's what I'm saying. Like, things are so weird. It could develop the night before it comes to the coast. The waters are hot. The main thing that's been keeping it from developing is extreme wind shear, sorry. Seriously, I did just wake up because I slept as late as I could because I'm staying up all night tonight watching this thing. But let's run down my friend's tweets, shall we? Boo can't be 100% sure, but it appears a secondary spin is developing directly over the Gulf of Honduras, one of the main breeding grounds for tropical cyclone development. The king of weather Twitter himself, for our system itself, Upper Low dug into the southwest Gulf, large divergent pocket supporting an open mid-level circulation, convective bursting along mid-level trough, and land assist. No surface feature, it's a tropical gale, given all the possibilities and likely impacts. No new thoughts. So he's saying no matter what they call it, you're looking at 50 to 60 mile per hour winds and a whole lot of rain. I highly recommend his blog, stormhamster.com. He leaves detailed analysis every single day. I'll put the link in the information box. Winds continue to build in the Gulf, now gusting 50s in a pocket under the mid-level blob. Still generally expecting a 40 mile per hour tropical sourced gale system gusting 55 miles per hour for the western Gulf is headed forward. So, Texas, Louisiana, we got wind and rain coming our way. 2 men enter, 1 man leave. A lot of times YouTube or anything in this world feels like Thunderdome, really. 2 men enter, 1 man leave. New little pop-up feature. Nika, Honduran border, mouth of Gulf of Honduras. Night convection firing. Remember, this thing goes in pulses. It'll pulse right up really fast, the old whipped cream can feature, and then it'll die down. So I expect another pulse or two in the next 24 hours. And Brooks Garner has been saying the whole time, just like me, stay close to the forecast this weekend. Torrential rain could be much heavier than forecast, depending on track and organization of a disturbance in the Gulf. Definitely tomorrow, no matter what they call it, before you go out to celebrate your Father's Day, I would check the rain. You either go before the rain or after the rain, and then make sure none of the areas you are headed to are flooded if you are along the Gulf. So, and then, see, I don't know if it'll play it. this video right here by Milika. That lava looks like it's traveling 50 to 60 miles an hour in Hawaii. You see that? And one of the main reasons I've been saying that be prepared for anything, be prepared to wake up to a hurricane, is you have 34 erupting volcanoes in Guatemala, which is 1,000 miles south of Houston, okay? So when you got so many volcano variables going on, man, it's not 1999, it's not 2008, it's not even 2015, it is 2018. And shit is cray-cray. Look how fast that lava is going. Super fast. And that is coming out of the earth. And so the lava is only getting faster. And that's where I made the comment, hey, maybe Earth is turning into a gas giant. And whoever has a cryptocurrency backed by lava is getting richer every day. Plus, by not coming together as one American family and one Earth family, feels like we're getting curb stomped by the people who think their bunkers will save them in some type of weird apocalyptic dystopian society. And I've tried to say, hey, the only thing that we can do is work together. They don't believe me. They have much better high-paid transition experts who apparently don't know much. But as we can see, we might even see a day delay. But either way, in this system, she's acting funny. I would definitely pay attention if you're along the Gulf. I would definitely keep watching this thing. When it does hit, there's going to be a lot of rain, wind, flooding. And so just stay aware. It's kind of like, if you live in Hawaii, you know there's going to be a chance of erupting volcanoes. If you live on the Gulf, you know there's a chance of rapidly intensifying hurricanes. And so as long as you don't be scared, because that only leads to fear, which leads to bad decisions, and be prepared, we should be okay. Like I said, I'm ready to leave my apartment and head north in a half hour's notice. And, you know, it's not only the Gulf we're talking about. Pretty much the majority of America's going to be getting some rain today. And the Great Lakes are going to keep getting pounded. There was some pretty bad flooding in New Mexico. There's some pretty bad flooding, I think, in Wisconsin. So, you know, it's a wild, wacky weather world out there. And yesterday I was, look at that thing. Yeah, and the volcanoes are just down here, man. So, keep your eyes peeled. And I'm doing my best. You do your best. And if you can, you got an extra scratch, remember, THORnews operates and exists off your contributions and donations. And so, any help you can give me today will be fantastical. And I will stay on this like a hawk, laser focused, for the next 24 hours. So I may take an hour or two break later to get out of my damn apartment and go do stuff. So, everybody stay cool. And if this doesn't turn into a hurricane, there's very little rain, that's fantastic news. But I don't think that's going to happen. I'm not saying it's going to be a hurricane. I think it's going to be trouble no matter what they call it. And, you know, let's go back to, if you don't think that system has potential to cause a whole lot of trouble in the Gulf of Mexico, man, I don't know what to tell you. Especially since it's got like 24 more hours to develop. And remember, Aletta went from tropical storm to Category 4 hurricane in less than 24 hours. So Mother Nature seems to be breaking records all over the place in the last year. So, this is Asteroid Fight Club. This isn't some chump fear lollipop sucking club, man. If you can't handle it, then how the hell did you stay in for 10 minutes? Anyway, love you guys. Have a great Father's Day. Be good to your dad and your mama too. And love your whole family. And I'll be talking to you guys real soon, I imagine. Peace out.